Alright, I think we're recording now. Should be. I'm recording this on my 3DS in, I guess, a low light room. So, this is a reintroductory or introductory to Yu-Gi-Oh! This isn't really the rules. These are just things you should probably buy before you actually start playing the card game. Let's see. I don't think they haven't. Okay. Just so you know, I have Amazon.com up here. Alright, I found one. Okay. Then, anyway, well, the first things you want to get started is to have a rule book like this. I did find the exact copy on Amazon, but it's for $5, so that's not really worth it. Don't worry though. If you go to the official YouTube, not YouTube, you go to the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Website. I'll try to find it and leave a link in the description. Everything I'm talking about, hopefully, be also in the description. But the link that will be in the description is for the official rulebook. This one is version 7.0, and it has Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds on it. However, this is an older rulebook, so the rules-wise is pretty old, but the things we're going to talk about can be found on this page right here. It's not old, and it will probably always be relevant. So before we talk about how to make a deck, I guess, which there's a whole bunch of videos how to do that, or what to do with making a deck. This is the beginner everything. We got nothing here, so alright. So what do we want? I mean, what do you need to start playing? Well, like I said, a rule book, so you know the rules of the game, and then you can probably make a deck. So we'll read up at all the rules on that link. You'll learn how to, well, play the card game. So once you learn how to play the card game, so step one, read all the rules that there are on Yu-Gi-Oh! Through the official rulebook. Then probably see what stack of cards see what kind of cards like these, a deck you want to form and make would be. But before we do that, there's some things we have to go over. So first, let's look at the rule book. These are things that will aid us in duel. Playing the card game. That's what I mean. Sorry for using terms you may not be familiar with yet. But additional items you may need. So you may need a coin, so a penny, because it says here some cards require a coin toss. If you play with these, have a coin ready to flip. So some effects in the game may or may not require a coin, so that's why. Also, in the beginning, to decide who goes first, you could flip a coin for that. Over here, a die. So, just like the coin, there are some cards that need a dice roll. If you play with these, have a standard die ready, with numbers 1 through 6. So, regular 6-sided die. And then counters. It says right here, counters. Some cards will require markers called counters to keep track of things like the number of turns or a card's power level. You can use small objects like glass beads, paper clips, or pennies for the counters, which are then placed on these face-up cards. So what I use is paper clips. Let me see. Okay, so this is what I have with me, and of course you don't want to be carrying pennies everywhere you go. So let me see if I can a paper clip like this. You see, paper clip, and these are just paper clips. So let's say this card right here has an effect that requires me to put this here, so it goes like that. Same thing for the coin or the dice. Or maybe you're like, I want to go first. You want to go first? We'll see who has the highest number. You roll the die, and like that, flip the coin. So you need a coin. You could use a penny if you want, but I have I think 25 cents and die. So these are things you probably have lying around the house. So you probably have you don't need 2 dice. I mean, you don't need 2 die. I don't know what the formula is for that. You could just keep 1, but you could also use dice for counters if you want, since instead of having like 5 dice, I mean, instead of having like 5 paper clips, you could put 5 like this. My 3DS is at an angle somewhere up high, so I may accidentally place something over here or over here. Gotta keep it in this region. Some other stuff you may need is a calculator. Life points change quickly during a duel. It's smart to use a calculator to keep track of your life points. During important duels, you should track your life points on paper as well to be extra careful. So, where is it? Okay, it's in here. So, a calculator, this is the one I use. It's small. So, yeah. You want to, because there's math involved in this game too, so you want to make sure you're able to calculate and, minus, not minus, sorry, subtract and attract. No, that's not the word, sorry. But you know what I mean. Subtract and add and all that stuff. So, calculator, dice, paper clips, a coin. I know Pokemon, they have a coin. That's not really helpful there, but it's something. Now this thing's a major thing. It's card sleeves. So what this is, these are card sleeves. Plastic sleeves can prevent your cards from being bent or scratched. If you use card sleeves, they all have to be the same, so your cards aren't marked. So, in a pack of card sleeves, these are black card sleeves, by the way. Pack of black card sleeves. Make sure that all of them are the same color, so they aren't marked. Like this is a deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they're all the same card sleeves. These sleeves are a bit old, so I probably have to replace them soon. So that's why I have a pack of these card sleeves. So what I would do is put all the cards in here, and I'm good to go. I can't have blue, red, or blue, red, black, white all in a deck, because then I'll be marking my cards, and they all have to be the same, to prevent cheating. But you can also play the game without card sleeves, but your cards may be bent a little bit more easier and scratched up a little bit more easier, and then you probably have to buy the card online again. So it helps make your cards last. This is getting maybe into complicated stuff, since you probably don't know how to play the game yet, and this is the stuff. So what I'm teaching you right here in this rulebook, right here, just this little part, is stuff to get ready to play the game. So I'm going to say the extra deck cards right now. These are extra deck monsters, and you probably find out what they are, but these go not with the other cards. They go in a different pile, different placement.